Hello, welcome to The View from Felaban. I'm here with David Suarez, who is in charge of Latin American operations for Mexican bank, Banco Azteca. So thank you so much for being with me, David. Last time I spoke to Banco Azteca, it was with the vice chairman, Luis Niño de Rivera, and he was saying that although most lenders in Latin America may be concerned because of de-risking, so international banks cutting some of their ties with local lenders, this could actually turn out to be an opportunity for local banks. Is this the case for Banco Azteca?
Yeah. Hi, Silvia. Thank you. Yes, it is an opportunity. Of course, there are challenges because of what you just mentioned. Big global banks, especially American banks, are de-risking, and therefore some of the accounts are being closed with local banks. So we have to look, at other alternatives with maybe middle-tier banks in order to be able to settle some of our operations. And that means that we have to put more controls, we have to know our clients much better. All of our AML programs have to be strengthened to comply with everything that is required by the US authorities and all the international authorities. But as you correctly mentioned, it's not only the challenges, it's the opportunities. We are a bank that operates not only in Mexico, we have operations in the US, we have operations in Guatemala, Honduras, El Salvador, Panama, and Peru. And there are a lot of companies that have, Mexican companies and also international companies that have operations in these countries that need trade finance products and need other types of services from the banking community, and we can provide them. So, and we do have a balance sheet in those banks. The Mexican bank, as you know, is large. Banco Azteca is one of the top 10 banks in Mexico, and in many of these countries, even though we're not as large in terms of asset size, we do have the capital and we have the liquidity to be able to provide this type of services. So what we do is we try to establish relationships with some of these companies, many of them through our partner companies or our sister companies or some of the companies that are part of the group, Electra and Italica, either directly with these companies or their suppliers. And also we go out in the market and many of the companies and the financial institutions that provide service to them, we contact them directly and we start looking at all these opportunities.
And I think you were saying earlier that a few of these banks are also now asking you about potential correspondent banking relations and services to them.
That's correct. I mean, we come here to Felaban, of course, to try to open new correspondent banking relationships for our bank. But then we also see a lot of the banks that we are approaching here and we're meeting here, asking us to open up accounts with us. And what we do is the normal process. We talk to them. We see if they have all of the compliance and all of these controls that I mentioned in place. And if that's the case, then we start a more thorough due diligence in order to be able to see if we can start relations. And there are a lot of opportunities, and that's really important.
So this could really open up a new stream of business for you. Another stream of business that you're working on is the one that relates to the other businesses part of Azteca Group. You mentioned Electra, so you have a retailer part of the group, a manufacturer, and I believe you're also trying to create new trade finance product for in relation to those areas of the business.
That's correct. What we see is that some of the companies in the group have this type of needs. They've been working with other banks, and their suppliers, sometimes finance the companies directly, or they do it through other banks. And we saw the opportunity, so we're starting to structure some of these products and to not only do it with these companies, with Electra, with Italica. As you know, there are some related party restrictions to be able to be very aggressive in this type of business with our own companies, but we do also look at their suppliers and we see an opportunity there. But then, as I mentioned also, there's a lot of flows, a lot of investment and business flows between Mexico and many of the countries that we operate in, and we're going to take advantage of those flows in order to finance, to do trade finance, to do international factoring, to have a suite of products that traditionally many of the large banks have in order to service this type of clients.
Very good. Well, best of luck and thank you for your comments.
Thank you, Silvia.